Jonah Johnston and Ashley room date. And Ashley pregnant. Ashley expecting new baby. And today Ashley birthed new baby. I will explain everything. Today, we've got a story that's going to tug on your heartstrings and leave you both excited and teary-eyed. That's right. We're talking about Jonah Johnston and his amazing wife, Ashley. Last night, the couple shared an intimate room date. Just the two of them, spotlighting love, devotion, and some very, very exciting news that set the Johnston world abuzz. Now, what exactly happened during this room date? How did Ashley reveal that she's pregnant? And what does this mean for the Johnston family's next chapter? Stick around because we're unpacking every heartfelt moment, candid confession, and surprise twist. When you think of TV's most beloved little families, the Johnstons immediately come to mind. Since 2015, TLC's hit reality show 7 Little Johnstons has followed Jed and Amber Johnston and their 5 children, 4 boys and 1 daughter, navigating everyday life with achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism. Over the years, viewers have witnessed everything from milestone birthdays to incredible family vacations, heartfelt discussions on acceptance, and the joys and struggles of raising children in a world that isn't always built to accommodate differences. But in recent seasons, the spotlight has also shone on the older generation of Johnstons, Jed's younger siblings, particularly Jonah Johnston. As the middle sibling among the trio, Jed being the eldest, Emma the youngest, Jonah has grown up both in front of cameras and within the loving embrace of this tight-knit family. He and his wife, Ashley Hayes Johnston, who joined the family in 2019, have quickly become fan favorites. Ashley's warm personality, supportive nature, and genuine love for Jonah are evident every time they're on screen. Let's recap. Over the past 2 seasons, fans have delighted in watching Jonah and Ashley's relationship blossom. The two got engaged in late 2021, and their wedding in summer 2022 was a televised event that gave viewers an inside look at Johnston family traditions, bluegrass music, homemade pies, and a dance floor filled with cousins. Now, with 2 years of marriage behind them, the couple has tackled career changes, relocation to a new base, Jonah's military duties, and all the challenges of young marriage under reality TV's lens. But perhaps the most significant moment yet arrived in the past 48 hours, when Jonah and Ashley shared a private, candlelit room date to celebrate their 3rd wedding anniversary. And, surprise! Ashley revealed that they're expecting a baby. A brand new, tiny Johnston to add to the ever-growing clan. Okay, Johnston fans, picture this. Last Tuesday night, Luna, 8 Jonah's niece, confided in Jed that her uncle seemed more excited than usual. Emma texted Amber at 6 p.m. saying she'd come by to drop off homemade cookies for Jonah and Ashley's anniversary. Little did anyone know that this was no ordinary anniversary. Jonah had planned a heartfelt surprise. First, a bit of context. Jonah, although reserved on camera, has always had a flair for romantic gestures when he's with Ashley. Back in their engagement season, he surprised her with a homemade scrapbook chronicling their entire relationship. Photos from the first date, handwritten notes, and sweet mementos from key moments. He's also known to cook Ashley's favorite homemade lasagna, even though he claims he's a rookie in the kitchen, which he made sure was prepped days ahead. So when Jonah confided in Amber that he had something extra special planned, it was more than plausible that it would be epic. Fast forward to Monday afternoon. Ashley came home from teaching preschool, tired from wrangling energetic 5-year-olds, but pleasantly surprised to find Jonah's keys on the table labeled, "No work at home tonight." Immediately, she sensed something was up. She texted Emma, "Did Jonah order takeout again?" Emma responded, "Not yesterday, check the locks, sis." Ashley laughed, shrugging off the suggestion that anything grand was in store. Meanwhile, Jonah spent the afternoon in the kitchen, flour everywhere, handwritten recipe cards scattered, an aroma of garlic and herbs drifting through the hallway. But that wasn't all. He had ordered a dozen long-stemmed roses, a few cute framed pics of the couple from their wedding day, and a wooden keepsake box engraved with EST 2022, their wedding year. He even confided to Jed that he had never been more certain he wanted to start a family with Ashley. Jed, always the protective older brother, teased him mercilessly. "Don't mess this up, soldier." But secretly encouraged him to pop the question Gloria-wise. "Just make her cry happy tears," Jed said. On Monday evening, Emma swung by with cookies, just as a peace offering, she joked. But when she saw the living room lights dimmed, jazz music playing softly, and petals leading to the bedroom door, she paused. She wedged her phone under the door and whispered into it for the group chat. "Guys, this is a whole production. I'm in shock." Within minutes, everyone from Uncle Justin to Aunt Katie in Florida was texting emojis and yelling, "Live stream." But the family decided to let Jonah and Ashley have this moment undisturbed. So Emma slipped away, leaving Jonah to finalize the details. By 8:30 p.m., the stage was set. The bedroom, Josephine pinkish walls, glowed with hundreds of LED candles, a silver 3 years balloon hovering overhead, and a playlist softly humming, "I Choose You" by Sarah Bareilles. On the bed lay a simple handwritten note from Jonah. "My love, tonight is ours. Close your eyes and follow the petals. Love, Jay." Ashley's heart fluttered as she stepped forward, closing her eyes, following a trail of rose petals that led to the bed. But then something unexpected. She noticed a car seat cushion propped up near the bedroom chair, like a placeholder for a future little one. Her breath caught. Ashley says, "I knew Jonah always wanted kids, but I thought we'd wait another year or two. When I saw that car seat cushion, my mind went blank. I just knew something huge was happening." Moments later, Jonah emerged from behind the door, down on one knee, not with a ring, because let's be clear, Ashley already said yes 2 years ago, but with a small baby onesie in his hand. The onesie read, "Twinkle, twinkle, little Johnston, baby no. 1, EST arrival October 2025. Ashley gasped, stumbling forward, tears rolling as Jonah whispered, "We're going to be parents." But wait, there's more. Hidden under the bedspread was a small journal Jonah had started. Inside were ultrasound photos from Ashley's first prenatal visit, her doctor's appointment notes, and a heartfelt letter he wrote. "To our future child, I promise to protect you, love you, and show you the world. Can't wait to meet you." That's right, Ashley's pregnancy was already a few weeks along, but Jonah wanted to make their anniversary date unforgettable. Instead of a typical proposal, this was a pregnancy reveal, more emotional, more intimate. No surprise that Ashley collapsed into his arms, sobbing with joy. In that moment, the entire Johnston family was cheering, even though they were miles away. Let's relive the room date moment by moment, because if you blinked, you might have missed Jonah's best improvisation or Ashley's most heartfelt reaction. We'll break it down into 4 key stages. The arrival and first surprise. The baby reveal tease. Jonah's heartfelt confession. Ashley's emotional response and family reactions. Number 1. The arrival and first surprise. As the camera pans across the softly lit hallway, you see Ashley enter, slipping off her shoes. She's wearing a simple knee-length floral dress, her favorite from last spring. Jonah greets her with a bouquet of roses. He's wearing a crisp light blue button-down shirt and his signature rolled-up sleeves. He gently places the roses in her arms and whispers, "Happy anniversary, my love." Ashley smiles, slightly puzzled, wondering why they're celebrating 2 days early. Their official anniversary is June 3rd. Jonah merely shrugs with a mischievous grin. "Just trust me." Ashley walks into the bedroom doorway, and that's when she sees the dimmed lights, rose petals, and a glowing 3 years balloon. Her eyes widen. She steps forward tentatively. There's a framed 8x10 photo on the dresser, a candid shot from their wedding day, Jonah wiping sweat off Ashley's forehead during a dance. Underneath, a sticky note reads, "For many more years like this." Right from the start, Jonah set the tone. This wasn't just a date, it was a memory-making mission. Ashley immediately knew something special was happening, but she had no clue of the baby element brewing just beneath the surface. Number 2. The baby reveal tease. As Ashley followed the petals toward the bed, she glimpsed something that didn't quite fit the anniversary vibe. A tiny baby onesie draped over a chair back. The onesie was a pastel yellow with little gray stars, and embroidered letters spelled out, "Baby Johnston." She gasped. "Jonah, is that?" Jonah stepped from behind the door, grinning widely. In his hand, not a ring box, but a small sonogram photo clipped to a little wooden board. "Ashley." I don't even remember walking toward him. I felt like I was floating. Part of me kept thinking, Is this an elaborate prank? But then I saw the ultrasound, and I just knew. Jonah reached for her hand, guiding her to sit on the edge of the bed. Ash, you've always been the sweetest, most caring person I know. I've never wanted anything more than to build a family with you. So we're having a baby. Notice how Jonah didn't just blurt it out. He paced the reveal perfectly. First, the sight of the onesie. Then the ultrasound photo. Every detail built anticipation. Number 3. Jonah's heartfelt confession. With Ashley seated, Jonah handed her the wooden keepsake box. On the lid engraved, Est, October 2025, the due month and year. Inside the box, a small brown journal. On the cover, Baby Johnston, letters and memories to share. On the first page, Jonah had written, "To my dearest Ashley, thank you for saying yes 3 years ago. Thank you for waking up early, feeding me scrambled eggs, for every time you held my hand when I was scared. Now thank you for trusting me with this new adventure, fatherhood. I promise to guide, protect, and love our child as fiercely as I love you." He knelt on one knee, not proposing anew, but gazing into her eyes. "Ashley Hayes Johnston, will you continue this journey with me as the best parents we can be?" At that moment, Emma's voice, carried on a hidden speaker from outside the door, softly chimed in. "Gotcha, Ashley." Emma, who had been crouched behind the bed earlier, wrapped her arms around Ashley from behind. Ashley turned, surprised, and hugged her sister, sobbing, "Em, stop it," as Emma grinned. "I'm not stopping until you tell the world, sis." What made this scene so magnetic was the layering of genuine emotion. It wasn't just the ultrasound, it was the heartfelt letter, Jonah's gentle confession, Emma's surprise cameo, and that palpable sense of family cheering them on. Number 4. Ashley's emotional response and family reactions. Ashley's reaction. Tears streaming down her cheeks, she leaned forward and kissed Jonah, hard. "Yes, yes, yes. I love you so much." She paused, eyes glistening. "I can't believe we're having a baby." Jonah scooped her up, twirling her around, and accidentally knocking over a candle. There was a brief gasp, but they both laughed, reminding viewers that even perfect moments can be imperfectly beautiful. Emma popped her head in the doorway to narrate for the hidden cameras. "I got the entire thing on my phone, and when I post it, you guys better be ready for million views. This is what family is about: love, surprises, and yes, a little chaos." Moments later, Jed and Amber zoomed in via FaceTime. Amber's face lit up, tears streaming. "Oh honey, congratulations. We love you both so much." Jed, sporting a shrubby beard, gave Jonah a thumbs up and joked, "Now hurry up and get Ash in the hospital." "Just kidding, man, just kidding." They all laughed. And that, my friends, is how you stage a pregnancy reveal. It wasn't just about capturing Ashley's reaction, though that was priceless. It was about weaving in every Johnston family member, Janice Lee, Emma, Jed, Amber, and creating a memory that will live forever in the show's legacy. Alright, let's pause for a moment to unpack why this episode, and specifically this room date reveal, resonated so deeply with fans worldwide. For 6 seasons, viewers have cheered for the Johnston family. They've celebrated birthdays, mourned losses, and navigated daily challenges together. But this reveal was unique. It showcased the new generation of Johnstons stepping into a classic family role. For many fans, seeing Jonah and Ashley start their own family felt like watching the cycle of love continue. Ashley's reaction, captured in raw, uninterrupted emotion, reminded everyone of the simple, universal joy of discovering you're going to be a parent. Despite the Johnstons' reality TV fame, this was an authentically human moment, one that families everywhere can relate to. Traditionally, celebrity pregnancy reveals often happen via magazine covers, social media posts, or staged photo shoots. But Jonah and Ashley chose an intimate, in-person reveal. No green screens, no staged paparazzi. It was raw and real. This approach aligns with the Johnston family's wholesome reputation. The show has always championed authenticity, no glitzy production, just real life. By revealing pregnancy on a private room date, they upheld that legacy while adding a fresh, modern twist. The role of extended family, Emma's surprise cameo, whispering "Gotcha, Ashley," was a masterstroke. It demonstrated not only the siblings' close bond, but also how each Johnston sibling brings unique energy. Emma's playful spirit, combined with Jonah's calm sincerity, created a beautiful balance. Jed and Amber's reaction via FaceTime further highlighted that even when physically apart, Jed is fulfilling military duties overseas. The Johnston family remains deeply connected. In an era when families are often separated by distance, this scene reminded viewers that love transcends miles. Emotional layers and human vulnerability. Moments like knocking over the candle, Ashley's initial shock, "Am I dreaming?" and Jonah's tears when reading his letter all contributed to a tapestry of genuine emotion. It wasn't just a planned reveal, it was unscripted at its core. Fans saw vulnerability, a man wanting to be the best father, a wife overcome with joy, siblings who couldn't contain their excitement. All of these details resonated because they mirrored real-life experiences. Messy, imperfect, yet absolutely beautiful. Building anticipation for the new baby. By revealing a due date of October 2025, the couple set up months of speculation and excitement. Who will the baby look like? Will they be a boy or a girl? What are the names they're considering? The Johnston social media inbox exploded with these questions immediately. This anticipation ensures that the upcoming episodes, and any spin-off content, will have a built-in audience. Viewers will tune in not just for the big reveal, but to follow Ashley's entire pregnancy journey. And let's be honest, we all want to watch that first-time mom prepare the nursery, pick out tiny onesies, and maybe spill a few tears at ultrasounds. With the Johnstons known for open-heart discussions, whether it's Jed battling burnout or Amber's candid talks about motherhood, there's no doubt Ashley will feel supported every step of the way. And as fans, we can't wait to be part of that journey. Fan reactions and social media buzz. With the preview clip circulating on social media less than 24 hours after filming, fans wasted no time sharing their excitement. Johnston Forever tweeted, "I'm crying. My favorite couple is going to be parents. Congrats Jonah and Ashley." LPBW and JFam posted on Instagram, "This might be the most heartfelt reveal ever. The Johnstons just taught us how to do it right. So happy for Ash and Joe." In private Facebook fan groups, longtime fans reminisced about Jonah's childhood antics, like building forts out of cardboard boxes or playing pranks on Jed, and marveled at how he's now grown into a mature, loving father-to-be. Some fans shared their own pregnancy stories, recounting the moment they told their partners. The unanimous consensus? Nothing beats that first heartfelt reaction. There's a thread titled Ashley's Glow-Up Journey, where fans are discussing how health-conscious Ashley has been since she joined the family, sharing recipes, workout tips, and prenatal care advice. One fan wrote, "I've been following her morning smoothie recipes. Can't wait to see what she shares throughout her pregnancy." Watching these fan reactions reminds me why we all adore the Johnstons. They make us feel a part of their family. And now, as Ashley embarks on her pregnancy journey, fans are ready to rally around her with support, advice, and love. What's next for Jonah and Ashley? So, what's on the horizon for this soon-to-be family of three? Let's break it down. We know the next season of 7 Little Johnstons is set to premiere August 2025. By then, Ashley will be about 5 months pregnant. Expect series of them visiting doctor's appointments, prepping the nursery, and emotional check-ins with Jed and Amber. That footage alone could make for an entire mini-arc. Jonah and Ashley, parenthood prep. There's buzz that TLC might announce a special holiday episode in December capturing the Johnston's Christmas celebration, complete with Ashley showing off her first trimester experiences, morning sickness mishaps, and Joel, her beloved Labrador retriever, sniffing around for baby stuff. Nursery reveal and home upgrades. Jonah and Ashley recently purchased a quaint 2-bedroom townhouse close to both Jed's property and Ashley's childhood home. Sources close to the show say they're converting the second bedroom into a pastel-themed nursery. Think muted greens, woodland animals on the walls, and a custom-etched crib from a local artisan. Fans have reported sightings of Jonah researching baby-proofing gear, outlet covers, baby gates for the small kitchenette, and even a mini playpen in the living room. Ashley is supposedly picking fabrics, soft grays and blush pinks, hinting that they might be expecting a girl. But the couple hasn't confirmed whether they're doing a gender reveal. Health and wellness check-ins. For the first trimester, Ashley has experienced mild nausea, typical morning sickness, but remains active, teaching her preschool class 3 days a week. She's been documenting her favorite morning smoothie, a blend of spinach, banana, Greek yogurt, and almond milk, which viewers can expect to see in a spin-off cooking segment. Jonah, ever the supportive partner, has pledged to attend all doctor's visits. He's posted a heartfelt message on his personal Instagram. "Watching my wife grow our baby is the greatest blessing. I'll be her rock, her chef, her chauffeur, and whatever else she needs." Fans are already calling him Dad of the Year. Family dynamics shifting. Jed and Amber are naturally overjoyed. They've been known to babysit whenever Jonah is deployed, so this new little one is guaranteed to be doted on by grandparents extraordinaire. Emma, the cool aunt, is reportedly already planning a big auntie weekend at Jed's ranch next summer, where she'll teach the baby about painting and crafting. As the first Johnston grandchild from Jonah's side, the entire clan will likely revolve around this baby. Cousins will be lined up to hold little baby Johnston one as soon as they can. We can practically see Amber smiling as she brags to church friends about this new blessing. Preparing for challenges. Pregnancy can be unpredictable. Sources say Ashley is concerned about a potential gestational diabetes test, given her family history. She's been working with a nutritionist to keep her blood sugar stable. Another potential storyline for the show, highlighting healthy living and prenatal care. Jonah, formerly in the military, is mindful of the need to ensure stable income and benefits. He's exploring a second career path, potentially as a motivational speaker or personal trainer, so he can be more present during Ashley's late-term pregnancy and the newborn days. So you see, Jonah and Ashley have a whirlwind of excitement and a dash of healthy anxiety ahead. But in true Johnston fashion, they're tackling everything head-on, with love, laughter, and plenty of family support. Segment 9. Emotional takeaways and final thoughts. As we've seen, Jonah and Ashley's room date reveal wasn't just a private moment, it was a testament to love's next chapter. After 3 years of marriage filled with adventure and growth, these two are ready to embrace parenthood with open arms. Family unity. The Johnston clan's unwavering support, from Emma's surprise cameo to Jed and Amber's FaceTime tears, reminds us that a baby is never just two people's responsibility. It's a circle of love, vulnerability, and joy. In a world often driven by surface-level perfection, seeing real tears, both from surprise and happiness, reminds us of the beauty in unfiltered emotion, hope and gratefulness. As Ashley's belly grows, so does the family's hope for a healthy, happy child. Their gratitude for this new blessing is palpable, uplifting everyone watching. Parenthood isn't easy. None of us know what challenges lie ahead. But Jonah and Ashley have already shown us that with love, faith, and a solid support system, they'll face everything together. The flame of those candles might burn out, but the joy ignited that night will shine for lifetimes to come. More update. 7 Little Johnstons. Jonah Johnston to get married to GF Ashley in new season? And Amber Johnston expresses major disapproval of Jonah and Ashley, but why? And 7 Little Johnstons, why Jonah Johnston is crippled? And I will explain everything. 7 Little Johnstons. Jonah Johnston to get married to GF Ashley in new season? There will soon be a new season of 7 Little Johnstons, and the viewers are already getting excited. The older children have moved on with their lives, and it appears like everyone is attempting to find a permanent place to call home. Bryce and Liz are already talking about Liz moving in with him. Contrarily, Anna also appears to have made some contacts. Jonah and Ashley's potential marriage in the upcoming season is a topic of much fan speculation. To find out, join us on the show. Much of the show's popularity has come from the eldest son, Jonah Johnston. That is why his devoted following is dying to know every detail of his life. The 11th season of 7 Little Johnstons is almost here, and fans can hardly wait for Jonah to make a big announcement. Ashley, who is 22 years old, has been the girlfriend of the 22-year-old for 2 years. That is why the admirers are eager for the wedding bells to ring shortly. Every child is getting ready to step into the future as they enter puberty. As a result, viewers think Jonah, as the eldest child, could try to become involved. Still, the prior season had plenty of arguments between Jonah and Ashley. The 22-year-old managed to keep a low profile about moving out of Ashley's residence. Upon hearing this, she was taken aback and distressed. 7. It seemed like the little Johnstons' romance was about to come to an end. But they got through their differences and are still together now. Since the couple is getting along famously, their admirers are wondering if they will soon tie the wedding. Is a wedding in the new season even possible, in your opinion? Post a comment and tell us. The veteran 7 viewers of Little Johnston are aware of Trent and Amber's severe parenting style. Thus, the parents must first affirm each child's decision. This led many viewers to despise the parents for being so strict. Additionally, the parents' stance remained unchanged when Ashley began dating Jonah. Additionally, Ashley initially exhibited reticence as well. Because of this, she struggled for a long to adjust to family life. But the fact that Jonah appears to care deeply for her girlfriend makes the fans pleased. Meanwhile, the pair is engaged in a long-distance relationship, so it becomes more difficult for them to have frequent meetings. Outside of this, the pair appears to be perfectly fine. Do you think Jonah and Ashley's wedding bells will ring soon? Leave a comment and tell us. For more information about the upcoming 7th season of 7 Little Johnstons, be sure to check back with TV seasons and spoilers. Amber Johnston expresses major disapproval of Jonah and Ashley, but why? Star of the Little Johnstons, Amber Johnston has been quite outspoken about her dislike of her son Jonah's relationship with Ashley. Her fans witnessed her express her thoughts regarding the couple, and her words are many. When asked about Jonah and Ashley before, what did Amber say? For more information regarding this family dispute, continue reading. The audience saw Amber meddle with her son's romance on 7 Little Johnstons. Jonah returned home with his parents, Trent and Amber, following his terrifying experience with Delta 8. Even though he was living with them, his mom read his texts with Ashley, his girlfriend. As it turns out, some of the letters were critical of Amber Johnston. She then made her disapproval of Jonah and Ashley's relationship crystal plain. However, she has spoken out against the couple more frequently and spoken a lot more against them. The friendship between Jonah and Ashley was featured in a series of clips released on YouTube by TLC. Amber Johnston expressed her thoughts regarding Ashley and Jonah in one of the videos. Amber expressed her worries about Jonah's workload, which includes working and attending finance school. She thinks he's not in a healthy place to be dating Ashley. According to Amber Johnston, Jonah will not receive the support and inspiration he needs from Ashley. I can see right through it with Jonah and Ashley. This isn't going to work, she remarked. And it will fail. And the last thing I want is for his desires to win out and put him in a precarious financial and emotional position. Considering Jonah's instability, she would rather he not go through this. Ashley still thinks their break isn't ended, even though this chat took place after Jonah and Ashley chose to stop it. So how do you feel about Ashley, Jonah Johnston's girlfriend? Would you say that Amber Johnston will eventually see the light about this relationship? Have your say in the space provided for comments. 7 Little Johnstons. Why Jonah Johnston is crippled? Some TLC viewers believe that 23-year-old Jonah Johnston, star of 7 Little Johnstons, is at a disadvantage when it comes to growing up. His parents actually acknowledged on the show that he appeared to be difficult to handle as he got closer to turning 20. Viewers believe that his parents abandoned him with a debilitating lack of planning 3 years later. When Trent and Amber Johnston grew weary of their eldest son's lack of effort, they instructed him to go out on his own. Some viewers of TLC were appalled. For a time though, he appeared to be okay. But he ended up having problems with the Delta 8 medicine since he was allowed to experiment without stringent family rules. When Jonah Johnston returned home, fans of 7 Little Johnstons were dismayed to learn that his parents appeared to have gone too far. They saw his texts as an adult and meddled in his relationship with his fiancée. In 2024, while still living at home, his teenage sister Emma was told to serve as a human alarm clock, making sure he cleaned his room and got up for work. Since of his upbringing in a highly regulated setting, some fans believe that Jonah Johnston is incapable of learning from his mistakes since his parents appear to be spoiling him. He certainly experienced real anxiety, as many people believe, but Trent and Amber might not always be available to help him with his issues. Reddit users who follow 7 Little Johnstons talked about how Trent and Amber's son got into problems during the most recent season on TLC. He failed to fill up his car's gas tank when it was nearly empty. Instead, when it was nearly empty, he tried using his card but encountered a bank fraud issue. In order to get help, he called his parents. The original poster mentioned Johnston's apparent difficulty making logical choices, saying, "He sells automobiles for a living but calls his parents before running out of petrol. When the light turns on, you should be aware of how much gas you have left. Just make sure you don't run out." He contacts them and says he doesn't have enough to get home. As if it were not entirely unexpected. This is just one more way that they have disabled him as an adult. The young adult struggles were discussed by TLC fans in the comments section. Here are a few of their remarks. "I've only recently begun watching this show, but it appears that Jonah lacks the maturity to save his life. He requires his younger sister to get him up in the mornings, because he is incapable of handling simple problems. In addition to all of that, he comes across to the other siblings as cruel and haughty. Do people no longer have an emergency $20 on hand?" Not all of them denounced Trent, Amber, or their son. One even noted that he appeared to have some real issues. What are your thoughts on Jonah Johnston, who some fans believe is somewhat lacking in maturity? Do you think that by now he ought to know to always have some cash on hand in case of emergencies? 7 Little Johnstons fans noticed drastic change in Jonah. Is he okay? Jonah Johnston's 7 Little Johnstons admirers have been closely watching him ever since his incident with Delta 8. Many have noted that he has undergone a remarkable transformation. Are things alright with him? Fan of 7 Little Johnstons, Jonah Johnston has been there, done that. His issues with mental health have been openly discussed by Trent and Amber Johnston's eldest son. Many have speculated about his return home after his disastrous journey with Delta 8 has been widely discussed. When watching 7 Little Johnstons, it's common to see the family laughing and enjoying themselves. Unfortunately, the plot of Jonah has shown the audience that life isn't always roses for many people, particularly those who live with dwarfism. Although Jonah's mental health may have forced him to return home, there are challenges to returning to live with one's parents. Firstly, for many, it may seem like a loss. When you return to living at home with your parents, you give up your independence and start all over again. A lot of people think Trent and Amber Johnston are too strict with their kids, and fans agree with them. Jonah Johnston's girlfriend's private text messages were one of the things that irritated many fans of the 7 Little Johnstons. As a result, when returning home, Jonah encountered such challenges. After everything Jonah Johnston has been through, many 7 Little Johnstons fans are wondering if he is still mentally healthy, because they have observed a difference in his appearance this season compared to prior seasons. Over the last year, I've noticed that Jonah's appearance has declined significantly, one TLC fan commented. He sported a Top Gun mustache and a charming perm last summer. This year Jonah appears much more careless than in previous years. The sudden transformation of his appearance has me worried about his mental health, and how it might affect his professional life. Some admirers, surprisingly, think it's the other way around. Others have speculated that Jonah's current disheveled appearance is a reflection of his improved mental health. To me, he actually seems like he is doing better mentally than he was previously, one user stated. Previously, it appeared as though he was merely trying to maintain the work that his parents had assigned him, even though he was not very fond of it. It would appear that he has taken up hobbies, is spending time with friends and family, and is generally just a laid-back guy. As far as competing in barbecue events goes, his appearance is fine. Jonah has a big surprise for girlfriend Ashley, an exclusive sneak peek. But why? In order to surprise his girlfriend Ashley with something special, Jonah Johnston is embracing his inner romantic. In an exclusive preview of Tuesday's episode of 7 Little Johnstons, which will air exclusively on popculture.com, the TLC star plans to dazzle Ashley with a handmade barbecue feast. He aims to prove to her that his newfound passion for smoking meats has taken him to a level where he can rival professional barbecue in North Carolina. As a surprise that ups the game, Jonah and his beloved Ashley come around the bend to display a table adorned with a red checkerboard tablecloth and mouth-watering homemade barbecue fare. "Oh my," Jonah answers with a sense of pride. "Yeah, this is nice." And Ashley reacts with astonishment. I was the one who did everything. To a greater extent than Carolina style, I hope. Personally, I feel strongly about this, but according to Ashley, who gushed to the camera, when I walked into the kitchen and saw that Jonah had prepared a lovely meal for us, I was very surprised. This romantic gesture clearly meant a lot to her. I thought, oh, this is nice, because he hadn't given me much of a rundown of the plans. Ashley worries that she will get messy if she eats with her hands while they savor Jonah's handmade barbecue, but he insists that she just eat with her hands. When she asks Jonah about the meat's flavor, he says, that's the whole point, and then tells her to let it sink in. The judgment is in after a barbecue feast. They're excellent. I really like them, Ashley says to Jonah, who is relieved. Your work was commendable. Really? The delighted grill master asks, her voice filled with reassurance. She says. That is not my only point. Following their surprise cookout, Ashley told the camera that it was exactly what she had been hoping Jonah would do. He needs to keep doing stuff like that since he has never done anything like that before, she tells him. Ashley says, but you know I like surprises. I've cooked for you before. In response to Jonah's protests. Therefore you should continue to amaze me. By way of reasoning, Jonah says, yeah, as Ashley interrupts him. I haven't surprised her with a meal, but I have prepared dash. No, he should do better at surprising me. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.